Hey, you beautiful people out there in YouTube land and wherever you are, Facebook, wherever you are, guys. Good morning, a grand rising to each and every one of you. I'm in my classroom. Let me just quickly turn around so you can see what my classroom looks like at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, guys, that's what we do. All the chairs go up on the desk so that the custodians, when they come in, so you see, when they come in, they can get under. Some of you says, oh, your classroom is so clean. Yes, the classroom is very clean. It's very inviting. And so that's how we do it, because it says cleanliness is next to godliness. So you got to teach the kids to be clean, and we have to model and practice those things. It's okay, Pumpkin. So one of my students, she's always here on time. She was going to take the chairs down for me. I said, well, wait, let me show you guys what my classroom looks like when I come in the mornings, first thing. So you're up, you're awake, you're alive, you might not be 100%, but you know what? Even if you're 50%, you're here, you're present, and you can work on the other 50 to make it to the 100. So why not give thanks, right? Why not just say, God, you know what? It could have been different. It could have been different. So I just want to say thank you, Lord, for your blessings on me. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings that He has provided for each and every one of us. Thank you, Lord, for all things, right? Great or small. Whatever you're going through today, Jet, I haven't seen you in a while, and know that the struggles are real. But you know what? If we have life, then it comes with some aches and pains, right? Comes with some disappointments. It comes with a lot of love. It comes with little stuff. But we look at the good things and we try hard to make them cover the negative things. I have a friend who is going through a situation now where grandma is older and it's a handful. I remember when I went home to Jamaica, when Granny, we got the news, I got the news, they called and said she didn't know anybody anymore. She was not feeling well. And I remember I asked my principal if I could just go down. I think I went home for 4 days just to see her. And it was when I went, good morning, good morning. And when I got in the house, thank you so much. Good morning, thank you. And when I got in the house, my aunt wasn't there and her husband wasn't there. And then we got word, and my niece, my cousin came, and she opened the door and we went in looking for Granny. But we saw where she was, but the door was locked. And I thought the lock was locked, but it wasn't locked. It was on there, but it wasn't locked, right? And I felt like a low feeling. It wasn't anger, it was more like a frustration, because I was saying, why did she lock Granny in the room? What if there was a fire? What if something had happened and Granny wanted to come out and couldn't come out? Thank you.
What are you?
So far.
There's things here.
That's okay. Thank you. How many? Okay, so 4 students will be with me today. Okay. Do you know if they were on the charger? Or do I need to charge them? Could you put them in the cart? Open all zeros. So I'm sorry, guys. One teacher is out today, so we are making allowance for the extra kids that we'll get in the classrooms. We get extra laptops. So I saw the lock and I felt bad. I felt a little dejected. I said, what if there's a fire and Granny's in there and can't even come out to help herself, And then I realized when Auntie came And she was saying, Granny doesn't stay still, Granny want to be up in the hills. Like she's still, you know, going to farm or going to do things all the way up there. She said, I don't want to come and I can't find her. And so that's why I had to put the lock on the door. And all of a sudden, I tell you, education is a good thing. I don't care who we are. And when I say education, I don't mean degrees. I'm talking about knowing something. Because when we don't know, we take things personal and we take things a little differently. But once we know, when things are explained, when we can understand it better. And so I was happy because now I understood. Granny was at the age where Granny died at 96 years old. And after we know the process that once a man, twice a child. And so, she was back in that mode already. And she just thought that she was still young and independent and could get up and just go where she wanted to go, when it wasn't so. We didn't want her to fall and nobody knows where that she fell and couldn't get support. We don't want her to wander away when no one was there. So once auntie is in the house, once people are there, yes, the doors are open and she's going about her business. Good morning. But at that time, it was hard to understand it. So I understand what you're going through, my friend, and it is so real. And I thank you for understanding. I thank you for going in to help your mother. I thank you for just being you and being the child that is supportive and understanding and caring and willing to to make sacrifices to support your grandmother. Um, so this morning, my message is, let's not give up on the elderly ones. I know sometimes they didn't have enough to give to us to help us build our wealth. But we might think it wasn't enough. I'm crying. We might think it wasn't enough, but they fed us. They kept us warm. They did the best they could for us. And they allowed us to get an education. And we must use what they gave us to build. Don't sit and look for they didn't have thousands to give us because they didn't have it. They couldn't have had it. And so let us not forget them now when we make it in life and feel like, oh, when I do this for no because I say, when me did picnic and never. From the moment you're here and you're alive and you are able to build, good morning, welcome, welcome. You are able to do these things, it means that you have been blessed and they have given you much. So go forth in peace and love and prayer and all the rest of it, guys. It's a new day. It's a brand new day. It's a beautiful day. Today we got back down to in the low temperatures. Winter came back last night. There was snow. Not a lot of snow, but this morning there was a big accident on the highway because of the ice on the road. So there was a huge backup, like hours of backed up traffic, because we had trailers, two tractor trailers that got in a problem. I think some other vehicle plus a police vehicle that got caught up into it. But we give thanks to all things, yes, and we move on and we support others, right? And so we do the best we can do, and we cannot be selfish because God doesn't like selfishness. He likes a cheerful giver. And as I said again, we have a couple donors, 3 new donors, Miss Tessa, oh, for God's sake. I'm going to give a shout out to them because yesterday I went in and I saw that we got 3 donors to the soup kitchen. So we want to be thankful and we want to thank those donors. For all of you, my regulars, much love. Know that I appreciate all of you, I respect all of you. I thank all of you for your support. For the people who have been just sharing my videos, TJ Jordan, thank you. Yesterday you put my name in one of your freestyle thing. You put my channel, Miss Bev's Productions, in your freestyle. I thank you and appreciate you for appreciating what I do enough so that you included me in your freestyle thing. Thank you for sharing your talents with us. And thank you for, as a young man, to stand up and to be a role model for many. Um, do your thing. One day we'll see you in lights. And in those times, I want you to remember Miss Bev's production. You remember this old lady. So thank you, TJ Jordan. Thank you for your musical talents. Thank you for all that you do and all that you share with us out here. Keep on doing your thing. Trending Live TV, thank you also. Life with Bev Brown, my manager, my chef down there in the soup kitchen. Thank you, thank you. Today is a big cooking day. I wish you well and stay well. I know the struggles are real to just get the food to the people. We're trying, we're hoping, and God will make a way. He sees that what you're doing is something to help those in need, and so He will make a way. And you know, I look back at his days on earth where he'd never had transportation, but he trod this earth on foot. He just kept going, and near and far, near and far, and he would bless and he would do good. And he tells us to let our light shine before men so they will see our good works and glorify him which is in heaven. And so let us not murmur. Let us just continue to do the good we can do and knowing that he puts these things in our path for a reason. It could have been different. And so what he wants us to have, he's going to let us have it. And where he wants us to be and what he wants us to do, he allows these things. And so let us go forth with faith. If you listen to the Jerry Thompson share that I did without testing, then there are no testimonies. So let us continue on and do the best we can do with what we have, where we are. Sometimes we might look like, yeah, we want transportation, we want something. But then God knows the struggles that we're going to have with it, right? To maintain it. Morning? To maintain it, to insure it, to put gas in it, to do all the things that needs to be done when it breaks down, to find money it's not an easy fix. And so sometimes the Lord is looking ahead and say, where you going to find that money to do it? You're not young anymore to work for all these hours, so you have to think again. And so we do what we can do, and when we can't do it, it's going to be okay, because we did it when we could. So let us go forth in faith, in love, do the best we can with what we have until such time. So my family, my friends, my sisters, my brothers, all of you out there have been supporting. Continue to like the videos, share the videos, and if you can't be good, be careful, but walk good, do good. Buddha, thank you also for sharing out my videos. I totally appreciate you. Guys, go over and support them on their channels. And Life with Bev Brown, don't leave her out. She has been growing, but she still needs to get to that 1,000 mark. IHS Ministries, please also remember her just being there, treading the roads each day with the food for the poor, for the needy. Remember her channel also, IHS Ministries, as she leads in devotion each morning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you with love and peace. And I send you strength of my strength as you go through today. Whatever your needs are, whatever your struggles are, remember the man who stills the waters, calmed the seas, took Daniel out of the lion den, was there with Job when Job went through his trials and tribulations. Remember, at the end, Job became so rich, his wealth doubled. And so let us go forth, understanding that in time, your good deeds will become tenfold more. Take care.